Hey guys, all the work I just did on wiring up and labeling with tape the wires to go to the solar panels were for nothing, because I'll show you. They changed on these sets of panels the female and male connectors. They reversed them. So what does that mean? Means the wiring I marked wasn't reversed. That could have been a costly mistake if I just went ahead and didn't double check and put that up. That could have been a short, would have blew the fuse in the solar panel and possibly damaged the solar system. So sucks. But anyway, my dad was here. He went for lunch. And I'm just waiting for him to get back. He had to do some running around, I guess, so that'll be okay. And yeah, I got some iced tea here. But I got everything fixed. I took my knife, cut all the tape job that I did, ensured the wires were going to positive, remarked those with red tape, recapped them, same, so on and so forth for the negative. So that really sucked. So yeah, it's a little windy, as you can hear the survival blanket blowing there. I got one panel ready to roll. I got the other one in the back of the truck, and should be good. So this one I just stuck in here for now, and it's got its new wiring harness and all hooked up, and the other one's in the back of the truck with its harness still in the box. I put it back in the box. Back here, see how dark it gets, kind of as the sun moves overhead. Yeah, it's kind of dark back here, but anyway, I'll do a check for you guys on the solar, because I'm sure a lot of people would like to see that. So I might have to move that light too, so it's easier for the reading of the displays. So these batteries are maxed out, 14.3, and can't quite see this one. 14, blah blah blah. If I pull the light back, you can. I have the light bulb on my load, so it's kind of fluctuating a bit. And this one's actually taking solar power. Oh, it just stopped. Whatever. So those are good. Yeah. Take you off a zoom. So yeah, I removed that yellow rag that I stuffed in there. I should have, once 4 more wires go through there, that tube should be pretty damn full, and then I could probably seal it. And then after that, I'd have to use a different hole. I know there's a 3-inch one over here somewhere, either this side or that side, and I think it's over here actually. And that will be for the rest of the wire, but that's getting way too far ahead. And yeah, so I can't wait to get the other panel up. Oh yeah, I gotta figure out what the hell happened here. Oh, I have it off over there. This thing just fell apart. I guess you're supposed to mount it or something, or it's just swivels. I guess there's nothing to it. Not really broken, but kind of goofy. But it'll be nice once I have once I have everything hooked up. I might just throw the TV on and watch some TV while I wait. Why not, right? Sounds like a plan to me. let's turn that inverter on. Voila. And over here we go. Now I gotta move the power bar over here, of course, but we'll see how that goes. Here's the power cord here. Actually, the solar panel's kind of resting on it. I'll grab the there we go, power.
This is certainly an adrenaline junkie's dream.
So there we go, we got TV. Now I need to mute. So yeah, I don't want to shoot too much of it because, well, YouTube and their stupid copyright laws. I'll tell you what, whoever came up with copyright, crazy. But yeah, it looks really good picture on this thing. And once I get the other two up, that means I'll have 200 watts going to each battery. And then this thing should not knock it down the way it did the first night there. I'm guessing it was just on the edge, because it's a little strange, guys, for solar. The TV runs at 30 watts of power. One of my solar panels runs in at about 100 watts if it's getting full sun, right? Now, I ran it for a good, I'm guessing 7 hours. Normally I can get 3 hours if it's just hooked up to a battery, and that's it. That's pretty good. However, it got down to the point where the alarm was triggered, the low power cutoff. So I shut off everything immediately and don't want to damage the battery. It is a deep cycle though. Now the only thing I got to say on that is, so you figure it's 100 watts coming in, your TV's 30 watts, but one's in DC, one's in AC. So that's where things get crazy. So the inverter takes a large chunk of power going from 12 volt to all the way up to 120 volt as it steps itself up and changes it to AC power from DC. So I was basically losing probably 80% or more of the solar panels power in conversion. I'm guessing, I don't know for sure, because it didn't kick in until I started losing some sunlight. That's when the low cutoff kicked in. Because I was running the TV, like I said, almost 8 hours, guys. That was crazy. So yeah, so you got to be careful when doing this. You figure out your so now with doubling it up, I want to see exactly if it will even put a dent in it, even running an inverter, this TV. That'll be the craziest thing, right? We'll see if it will run it, no issues, and not drain down like it was. Because if I'm able to do that, then I'm good. Power all day, and then at night, that's when you got to be careful, guys. That's when a large battery bank really comes in to perspective. These little batteries that I have, I can maybe run stuff for 3 hours that it's 120 volt. I mean, I'm talking televisions, but though I'm not only gonna have one. But the Xbox 360, which was a hog, it takes more than the TV, almost 40 watts, and probably more amps. That really did a dent in the other battery pack, the older one. So we'll have to see what happens here when I change things over. But yeah, this is pretty neat. Really good quality picture. And I'm gonna just chill out, enjoy my solar power TV while I wait for my dad. I'm not going for lunch. He said he'll be back in an hour or so, so I'm just gonna chill out, watch some TV. I'll eat later after we get all this work done. I don't like eating and then going back to a lot of heavy work. It's just something I do. I'll avoid eating all day if I can, so I can just eat after the fact. I don't know if that's healthy or not, but that's what I do. But I always find if I'm working on a full stomach, I'm almost worse off. I'm sluggish because I don't know. That's just what I experience anyway. But yeah, so solar panels are now ready. I got the ladder set up at the back of the tiny house. I got the bolts and nuts in my pocket. I just screwed them loosely, well, enough they hold on to the nut, just in my pocket there. And then the screwdriver. And my dad can do the 4 that'll be facing him up on the roof. But the 4 that'll be facing the end of the trailer, I will have to do. Which is no big deal. Because the panels sit down on that L shape anyway. And kind of it's holding it as is without bolts. Because it can't go anywhere, right? So, and we haven't had any issues. No movement up there. So I think it worked out really well. That's the way to go, guys, for racking. Instead of buying all this crazy prefabbed garbage, get some angle iron aluminum. I was lucky to have I got a good source in town here that I kind of did a trade-off with them for it, and that worked out awesome. And I'll be getting more from them eventually for the rest of the panels. But I do have 2 more sets, so that's 8 more panels before I have to go and get more, which is nice. When I get to the last set though, I'm gonna order more and then use my template again, drilling where the holes go and all that fun stuff. Same with the vertical pieces, so we'll go from there. But yeah, so I'm gonna enjoy some TV now. We'll talk to you guys later.